Hello and welcome to Every Day is Earth Day, the podcast. I'm your hostess, Fiona Dempster. This is episode 181, and today I'm curious to know what your point of view is about showing up. What does showing up mean? When someone says, "Are you willing to show up?" That's what I'm looking at today in very different ways, or different from yesterday, right? Because every day is a new day, and if we didn't have reference points for what occurred in the past, right? If we never referred to yesterday as somehow the way we need to determine today, what could be possible? So like showing up, being present, choosing, all of that is very present and intense in my universe right now. So that's what I'm curious about. Where do you show up? Where are you willing to show up in the world? And where do you continually, constantly hide? Because for me, at the moment, showing up is having my own back. Doing, like, when there's a buffet of possibilities, to actually be present for the possibilities and choose. Showing up is choosing, is having my own back, is using the tools that I have, and to not turn off my awareness and to not abandon myself or turn my back on myself or what I've really been good at in my life is rejecting myself before anyone else can reject me. And really, I'm really good at making up stories of rejection as well, even if that was never in the other person's universe. I have a huge conclusion that this will not last, this will end, this will mean, X, Y, and Z, and they will leave me. So I'm going to leave myself. I'm going to reject myself even before they have any thought of it, when it may not be a thought in their universe ever. Any of you ever do anything crazy like that? This is what's in my universe today here on this beautiful planet that simply shows up as it is, good, bad, or ugly, cold, warm, stormy, sunny. So I wonder if we could have more kindness towards ourselves, an allowance to simply show up the way we be. And if that's messy, then we show up messy. If that's squeaky clean, we show up squeaky clean. And I mean messy in the way of a bit discombobulated, imperfect, and possibly bungling around a little bit, not quite sure where we're headed, but that willingness to show up anyway and see what's possible from there. Yeah, so just a little of what's going on in my life today that I wanted to invite you to, in case any of this rings true for you. There is a different possibility to put your barriers down and have an awareness and a vulnerability for yourself. Because everything really begins with you. None of the change in the world starts with other people doing it for you. You have to be the source. You are the source of everything in your life. So even those messy moments and those moments where it's time to change the automatic responses that you've done over and over again that aren't creating what you really like to have. So I invite you to check this out for you, and if it's light, then maybe there's something there for you. If it's heavy, then maybe this episode isn't speaking to you, but you might know people it speaks to, because every day is Earth Day. Thanks for joining me. Catch you another day. Ciao.